I never thought I'd say this, but I created a virtual influencer, and she actually makes me money. No, she's not real. But her fans? Oh, they're very real. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how I pulled it off, step by step. It started with a simple realization. Real influencers are expensive, unpredictable, and hard to scale. You've got to manage their schedule, their mood, their image, their privacy. It's a mess. But AI doesn't get tired. AI doesn't ask for a raise. And AI definitely doesn't post drunk stories at 3 a.m. That's when it clicked. What if I created a virtual influencer who looked stunning, engaged like a pro, and worked 24/7? Without ever needing a contract renegotiation? Fanvue was the perfect home for this idea. It's built for creators, real or virtual, and gives you all the tools to monetize attention. I saw what people were doing with AI models on Instagram, but Fanvue had fewer restrictions and way more earning potential. I figured, if people were paying for AI art and OnlyFans clones, they'd definitely pay for an ultra-realistic, interactive AI influencer who actually talked to them like a real person. And just like that, the idea wasn't just theoretical, it was profitable. Creating an AI influencer isn't just about throwing a pretty face on a screen. You've got to craft someone people want to follow, interact with, and even, well, spend money on. So when I sat down to design her, I wasn't thinking perfect supermodel. I was thinking psychology, audience targeting, and brand consistency. First, I chose a look that struck the perfect balance between aspirational and approachable. Think soft, glowing skin, expressive eyes, and features that blend global beauty standards without leaning too far into uncanny valley. I used AI tools like Midjourney and Leonardo.Ai to generate hundreds of face iterations, tweaking bone structure, skin tone, hair texture, until she felt real enough to double take, but just idealized enough to feel like a fantasy. Then came the style. I gave her a fashion identity, cozy but confident, a little edgy but still elegant. Every outfit, every pose had to reflect that personality. Because on Fanvue, people aren't just buying a face, they're buying a vibe, a lifestyle, a character. And she had to sell it perfectly. So now she looked stunning. But let's be real, just being beautiful doesn't cut it anymore. If you want your AI influencer to connect, she needs a voice, a personality, something that makes people think, whoa, she's not just hot, she's cool. This is where ElevenLabs came in clutch. I used their voice synthesis tools to craft a totally unique voice. Warm, flirty, just the right hint of sarcasm. You can train it with a few samples and fine-tune the emotion, pacing, even breathiness. I gave her a slight accent, not too strong, just enough to make her stand out in a scroll-heavy world. When she speaks, it's like she's actually talking to you, not reading off a script. Then I gave her a backstory, age, favorite foods, pet peeves, a fake dog named Biscuit. It sounds silly, but these tiny details build parasocial bonds. People want to know her. They DM her, comment on her posts, even flirt with her like she's a real person. And the wildest part? Most of them have no idea she's 100% AI. That's when the magic and money starts. Now that she had a face, a voice, and a story, next stop, the internet. I started by setting up her Instagram and TikTok accounts. Fanvue might be where the cash flows in, but Instagram and TikTok? That's where the buzz is born. And to grow fast, I treated her like a brand from day one. Every post had a vibe. High quality, AI-enhanced images of her traveling, working out, or getting ready for a night out. I used tools like CapCut and InVideo to create short, engaging videos with voiceovers using her ElevenLabs voice. And the captions? Carefully crafted to sound like a real influencer. Fun, a little sassy, and always interactive. Think, guess where I'm flying off to next? Or drop your skincare faves below. To boost reach, I followed a strict posting schedule and hopped on trends. Trending audio? She used it. Viral filter? She had it first. And I even used ChatGPT to write her replies to comments and DMs. So she always stayed in character. Engagement started to skyrocket. Some posts hit 100,000 views. People were tagging her, sharing her stories, even asking for collabs. She wasn't just some digital doll anymore. She was an online personality, and people loved it. Okay, now that the hype was building, it was time to bring in the money. And Fanvue was the goldmine. I positioned her page like an exclusive VIP club, the kind of place where her Instagram followers could get more photos, more voice notes, more behind-the-scenes moments. But the key was exclusivity. Her Fanvue content wasn't just random selfies. I used AI art tools like Midjourney and Leonardo to generate premium-looking photo sets. Her lounging in a velvet chair, sipping wine at a fake Paris balcony, chilling poolside in a designer bikini. I added subtle animations with Runway and made short personalized videos using DID for facial animation and ElevenLabs for the voice. The results, scarily real. Then came the pricing strategy. I set her subscription fee at a sweet spot, just high enough to feel elite, but low enough for curious fans to bite. Custom content requests, those were priced higher, and I used prompts and tools to batch create unique AI responses for each. In her first week, she made over $750. Within a month, she was crossing $2,000. And the wild part? I was barely lifting a finger. Most of the work was AI automated, with just a bit of human tweaking. It wasn't passive income, but it sure felt close. Once I saw how well the first AI influencer performed, it hit me. Why stop at one? The beauty of this model is that it's infinitely scalable. If one virtual girl could pull in $2,000 a month, what happens when you have 5, 10, a whole cast? So I went back to the drawing board and created character profiles. One was a Brazilian fitness model, another, a Japanese gamer girl. Then came the edgy London-based tattoo artist type. Each had a unique aesthetic, tone, backstory, and vibe. I gave them all slightly different voices using ElevenLabs presets and adjusted their photo styles using stable diffusion tweaks, lighting, skin tone, fashion, even the way they posed. It was like running a modeling agency, except none of them were real. Fanvue didn't mind. As long as you're transparent and follow the rules, AI influencers are allowed. In fact, they kind of encourage it. It's fresh, engaging, and low drama. The key to scaling was timing. I didn't launch all my AI girls at once. I staggered them. Each had a dedicated rollout with promo reels, hashtags, memes, and teaser interviews. Fans started following the whole crew like a digital drama series. Now, every character earns a few hundred to a few thousand monthly. Most of the heavy lifting happens up front. After setup and automation, they just run. No staff, no mood swings, just steady income. By AI Girl 7, I realized this wasn't a side hustle. It was a full-blown digital media business. And next, it was time to unlock real monetization. Here's how I cracked it. First, Fanvue lets you offer subscriptions. That's your bread and butter. But don't just set it and forget it. Test different price points. I started with $4.99 a month, but bumped it to $9.99 for certain premium characters that had a luxury or exclusive vibe. Turns out, some fans prefer to pay more if the content feels more curated. Next, custom requests. This is where the real money lives. Fans pay extra to request personalized content, within Fanvue's guidelines, of course. Using prompts and AI-generated responses, I delivered those requests within minutes. The fan thinks she spent time making it just for them. Multiply that by 10 to 20 requests a day, and you're sitting on a serious cash machine. Then came bundling. I offered special discounts on 3-month or 6-month plans, added bonus behind-the-scenes content, all AI-generated, and created pay-per-view posts for spicy content that isn't on the main timeline. The psychology here is pure FOMO, limited time, exclusive access. It works like magic. Also, upselling merchandise. Yep, digital influencers selling digital merch. I used Printful to mock up branded items designed by the AI girls. Phone wallpapers, signed selfies, fake concert tickets, and more. It adds depth to the illusion and opens up extra revenue streams. In just a few weeks, I went from $300 a month to over $3,000 a month across all characters. The best part? Most of it's automated. Once the content pipeline and monetization strategy are in place, the machine keeps running, even while I sleep. Once one AI girl proved profitable, I didn't stop. I scaled. Now I've got a whole digital squad, each with their own vibe. A tattooed fitness coach, a gamer girl, a yoga guru, a party queen, and a poetic introvert. The secret? Make each one distinct. That's how you grow without overlapping audiences. But scaling isn't just cloning, it's strategy. You need clear personas, fan bases, and content lanes for each. And to keep it all running, automate. I schedule posts with Fanvue, use ChatGPT for character replies, and organize everything in Notion. Every girl has her own system, voice guide, and content workflow. Different hooks, smart systems. That's how you build an AI empire. Managing 5 influencers sounds chaotic, but it's shockingly doable when it's all structured. And when fans talk to these characters, they get consistent, believable responses, because everything is pre-scripted and filtered through AI with a custom prompt system. Also, I created a crossover event. Think Marvel, but with AI influencers. 2 of my girls posted together for a limited series, posing in the same virtual shoot, chatting with each other, teasing a collab. It blew up. Fans loved it. Subs spiked and tips doubled. Think you can't do this? You can. Start with one AI girl, build her world, and let her work for you. Smash that like, subscribe for more AI hustle secrets, and drop a comment if you want my full prompt stack. Catch you in the next one.